Hi everyone! Today I'm really excited to do this video because I am going to be trying to stretch from a 10 gauge to an 8 gauge in my ears, which means that I will be in single digits. And obviously I am not a professional. This is not intended to be a video to teach anyone how to stretch their ears. This is just how I am doing it. So right now I have the 10s in. You can see them in my ears there. And they're feeling really loose. So I feel like it's time to switch them. And they feel about the same as they did the last time and the time before that when I stretched. So I feel like I'll be able to just slip in the new jewelry just like I've been doing all along. So I actually lost the O-ring on the back of this one and I've been too lazy to go grab another one from another piece of jewelry. So it keeps falling out of my ear. So I'm really happy to be switching it to something new. It fell out onto the floor after one of my showers and it also fell out in my sleep last night. I woke up and I didn't have anything in my ear and I had to look for it on my bed. I really should have grabbed another O-ring, but whatever. Switching to new jewelry today, hopefully. I hate that I always do that. I'm so scared I'm gonna jinx it someday. And I know that I've just been slipping the new jewelry in without using a taper. I think that's called dead stretching. I don't have anything against tapers. A lot of people use them and they seem to work really well. It's just this seems to be what's working for me right now. I just like that I can wait a little while and just put the new jewelry in without having to stretch it at all. I mean, it is stretching. It is still stretching. It's just like, it's not, I feel like it's a more like relaxing stretch. Like it's not as intense. Like it doesn't feel like I'm forcing it to stretch. It's just stretching naturally. I don't know how to explain this. Yeah, it's just a very slow and gradual stretching method, I guess. I don't know, I just like that I can just wear my jewelry long enough that it just kind of stretches on its own. Although if I don't need tapers, it is a little frustrating that I bought a whole set of them if I'm not even using them. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep up this method. So far I've only used the tapers for my first stretch and I haven't used them for anything since. So another thing, it's also becoming like more real to me, I guess. So as I go along, like the hole's getting bigger and at first it doesn't feel like you're doing anything and it just kind of looks like a normal piercing. But now that I've gotten to the 10, I can see through it sometimes when I like tilt my head. So like now that I can finally see a hole through my ear, it's starting to actually feel like I'm doing something. So I'm excited to go to the 8 so that hopefully I'll be able to see more of that. It's really annoying at the beginning because you don't feel like anything is happening. Like you keep stretching up sizes and not really seeing a difference. I just hope that the 8 gauge kind of gives it more of a tunnel look. Alright, so I'll take out the tunnels that I have in right now and I'll show you the size comparison with the 8 gauge. And I've cleaned everything. I just cleaned the jewelry in my ears and just put them back in, and I've cleaned the 8 gauge tunnels and I disinfected them, and I've got my vitamin E oil here, so I'm all ready to go. Alright, so I'll show you the 10 gauge compared to the 8 gauge. So this one in my right hand, this is the 10 gauge, and this one in my left hand, this is the 8 gauge. Hard to get to focus on anything right now. But those are the two different sizes. And this is what my ears are looking like with no jewelry in them. It's got a tiny little hole in it right now. You can just barely see it. So I'm going to use some vitamin E oil, and I think I'm going to start with my right ear because it's the one that seems to cause the most trouble, and it's the one that seemed to resist stretching a little bit this time. I mean, like, it doesn't feel as loose as my left ear does. And I've been kind of playing with my jewelry in my ears just to try to like get it to stretch a little bit more. I don't know, it just feels like the left one is just a little looser than the right one. I'm not sure why. So we'll see if I can get this 8 gauge in. So I just took the O-ring off and I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil on there. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my ear too. And it's a good idea to just kind of rub that oil into your ear a little bit before you start. I heard that it's a good idea because it gets the blood flowing. I think this is more important if you're using a taper. I don't feel like I'm going to be stretching my ear a whole lot because it's already, like the jewelry was already so loose in it. Alright, hopefully this will just slide right in. Here we go. Oh, it's in! Yay, I've got an 8 gauge in my right ear. Oh, it looks so big. Okay, I'm gonna try it on my left ear, which I think will be fine. If my right ear was fine, then my left ear definitely will be fine. O-ring. It did feel a little bit tight going into my left ear. A little tighter than it has in the past. It doesn't hurt or anything. It just feels a little bit more snug than it has before. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I waited longer for this stretch than I have for some of my other ones, I think. Most of the other ones I did just before a whole month came up, and I think this one is closer to a month than the ones in the past. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna put the 8 gauge tunnel in my left ear. Oh yeah, that was so much easier than my right ear, it just went right in. So I'm at an 8 gauge now, both of my ears. For some reason this one does look bigger, like I can actually see a difference between the 10 and the 8. Whereas like sizes before it wasn't really that noticeable. But I feel like this is definitely noticeable from the 10. I forget what the size difference is, because I know at the beginning it's like 0.4 millimeters difference, and then it starts to go up by millimeters, and then it starts to go up by 2 millimeters, I think, at a time. So I don't know if this was another 4 millimeter stretch or if this was a bigger stretch. I'm sure I'm posting that information somewhere on the screen right now. Ugh, I still have to put the O-rings on. It is easier now that they're bigger, but I still don't like doing it. Alright, I'm gonna try the left ear first. No, wait, this is my right ear. Oh my god. I'm gonna try the right ear first. Alright, I've got that one on. Now I've got to get the left one on. Oh my god, I can't get this one on. I didn't even show you how big these are. They're still really tiny. It's much bigger than the first few gauges, like the 14, 12. But it's still really hard to put on the jewelry. At least for me anyway. Oh, I think I finally got it on. Alright, I got both the O-rings on. And I think I'm around halfway through my stretches if I'm going up to a 00. I'm not 100% sure how big I want to go with them yet. I do have all the sizes up to 00. I'm not sure how big I want to go. And I might want to go bigger than 00. I haven't decided yet. And I also haven't decided if I want to go past the point of no return. Whereas like I'm not sure if I want to make this like a permanent thing. Because I know if I go too big, I can't go back. So I'm just trying to decide what looks good on me and how big I want to go. Right now I'm really enjoying it. I love having stretched ears. I think they look really unique. And it's going to be much more fun when they get bigger because I can wear lots of different types of jewelry. I already ordered some different pieces to wear for the bigger sizes, so I don't just have to wear tunnels the whole time. I got some jewelry for the 2, the 0, and the 00 size. So that'll be exciting when I can wear some different jewelry than just the tunnels. Because this set did come with acrylic plugs with it, but like I've mentioned in videos before, I'm not really interested in wearing the acrylic jewelry. So I hope that you're enjoying watching my stretching journey. And if you haven't watched my other videos for the other sizes that I've done, you should check those out. I have all my stretching videos in one of my playlists. I think it's called Piercings and Tattoos. So you can go and watch the rest of those there if you want to. And I'm definitely going to have more stretching videos in the future, so if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe so you can see more of those. And if you like this video, please give it a thumb up, and I will see you next time. Bye!